Sorry to interrupt. This is the last episode of Beyond the Way. If you've enjoyed the series and you want to see some more, please visit our Indiegogo page and make a contribution this weekend. Thank you.
El Camino de Santiago, an 800-kilometre Catholic pilgrimage across Spain, known as the Way. Me, a hedonistic heathen in search of cerveza, churros and bocadillos. But perhaps also faith, guidance and wisdom from beyond the way. Today is the last day of my Camino de Santiago. I lace my boots, back my pack, and charge headlong into the cold greyness of the morning. Passing Monte de Gozo, I battle the horizontal rain and winds. And an hour later, triumphantly walk through the streets of Santiago de Compostela.
I guess like all pilgrims, we come here looking for something, looking for answers or looking for clarity.
After many failed attempts to secure an interview in Santiago, I had to settle for this guy's story. So grab a box of popcorn, some tissues, and enjoy the end of the journey.
Because I've been filming a documentary, I've had the privilege of making 5 or 6 Camino families, and you get very attached to these people. But the other side of that recurring theme is also losing family. That's a recurring theme in my life, and I don't like that at all.
To put this into context, we're going to travel 222 kilometres backwards in time.
My father died when I was very young, so my mother raised me, and my mother has bipolar. It's a really difficult disease to understand, especially as a child. I lived in fear all of my childhood. And it was a fear of loss, because my mother would often say, you know, if you're a naughty child again, then you're going to wake up one morning and I'm not going to be here and you're going to be by yourself. And that used to petrify me. I used to be absolutely afraid.
I've literally just discovered the source of my insomnia.
I just always thought that there was something wrong with me, so I went and saw a psychologist. These themes, obviously, they come up. And she said to me, you were the victim of child abuse. I don't blame my mother for that. And I don't bear any resentment towards her for that, because I think that it was her sickness. But understanding these things is the first place to start healing. And it was actually very liberating for me to realize that it wasn't me that was a bad kid all these years.
Pilgrims usually carry a stone or tribute on their pilgrimage, representing emotional, mental, and spiritual burdens. It is left at the Cruz de Ferro as a type of catharsis and healing. Leaving a mala with 22 stones was my attempt to accept and move on from a lifetime of torment. But of course, a handful of rocks can't cure a heart full of fear. So I found myself in Santiago under the stars, in the rain, alone, with a head full of questions, a heart full of doubt, and pockets full of soiled croissant, feeling less certain now than ever. There was clearly only one thing left to do.
Maybe 8 years ago, I'm on the phone with my mother and she says that she's going to go see a psychologist. And within the course of this conversation, within 30 seconds of her saying, yes, I'm going to do it, she switches and all of a sudden she's angry at me. The end result is that she yells at me, screams at me, swears at me, as was, very common. Then she just said, I never want to talk to you again. She hangs up the phone. That was 8 or 9 years ago, and I haven't spoken to her since.
Desperate for the journey to end, I turn a 3-day walk into 2 and walk through the night.
This is the last light, and then that's when I'm heading into pitch blackness. As a side note, night walks are dangerous and scary. So if you're going to do one, make sure you pack a sandwich, some batteries, and a blankie.
So I forge on ahead through the dark.
So it's 3:35 a.m.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls and windowsills.
I abandon my fears, make friends with my pain, and stubbornly drag one leg in front of the other.
Tables and chairs worn by all of the dust.
Foot by foot, mile by mile, until by the day's end, I have arrived at the end of the world.
This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
Nothing is forever. Friendships, families, relationships, they're fleeting. And I think the most important thing is what you take from those moments with these people. They are the moments that enrich your life.
The people we meet in life, the good and the bad, become a part of our story. Perhaps the most important part of our story.
Henry Thoreau said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny compared to what lives within us." What does that even mean? If you know what that means, please let me know. But it seems relevant though, right?
I stumble across some kids breaching multiple health, safety and environmental rules by burning their stinky clothes, a ritual performed by pilgrims over the centuries to signify the end of the journey. Watching them enjoy and celebrate and tearfully lament, I realize that I am never really alone. I carry an imprint of those who have shaped my life. They are an inseparable part of who I am. I take a moment to let go of the fear and anxiety of the child that lives within me, and together we whisper a prayer of love, gratitude, and forgiveness to the mother that lost her way.
Here's a little song I wrote, you might want to sing it note for
So enjoy every moment and truly love, just unashamedly love your friends and your family and treasure those moments.
And because my future involves charges of public indecency and exposure, I cleanse my sins in the ocean at the end of the world.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share. This is the last episode of Beyond the Way. If you've enjoyed the series and you'd like to see a season 2, please visit our Indiegogo page this weekend and make a contribution. Buen camino, ultrea, and thank you.